The history of Sacramento, California, is a story rich with transformation, resilience, and pivotal moments that have shaped the identity of the state and the nation. From its early Native American inhabitants to becoming the political heart of California, Sacramento has experienced significant growth and change. Before European contact, the Sacramento Valley was home to the Nisenan, Miwok, and other indigenous groups for thousands of years. These tribes lived along the Sacramento River and its tributaries, thriving on the valley's fertile soil and abundant natural resources. The indigenous people cultivated a rich culture centered on fishing, hunting, and gathering. Their deep knowledge of the land allowed them to manage it effectively, with controlled burns and other sustainable practices maintaining the ecological balance. The European influence in the Sacramento region began in the late 18th century. Spanish explorers, led by Gabriel Moraga in 1808, were the first Europeans to encounter the area. Moraga named the river that flowed through the region Sacramento, which means Holy Sacrament in Spanish. Although Spain established missions throughout California, Sacramento remained largely untouched by Spanish colonization, in part because of its inland location and its difficult-to-navigate waterways. With the Mexican War of Independence in 1821, California became part of the newly independent Mexican nation. During this period, large land grants were issued, and the Sacramento Valley became a destination for ranchers and settlers. John Sutter, a Swiss immigrant who had previously worked for the Russian-American Company in Alaska, received a large Mexican land grant in 1839. Sutter established a settlement at the confluence of the American and Sacramento rivers, which he called New Helvetia, New Switzerland. The centerpiece of this settlement was Sutter's Fort, a trade and agricultural hub that played a crucial role in the early development of Sacramento. Sutter's settlement quickly grew into an important outpost for traders and trappers, and it became a destination for immigrants traveling westward. However, it wasn't until 1848 that Sacramento's fate would be permanently altered. That year, James W. Marshall, a carpenter working for Sutter at his sawmill in nearby Coloma, discovered gold in the American River. News of the discovery spread quickly, setting off the California Gold Rush, one of the most significant migrations in American history. As word of gold reached the East Coast and beyond, thousands of prospectors, known as 49ers, flocked to California, hoping to strike it rich. Sacramento, with its strategic location near the gold fields, grew rapidly. The city became a supply hub for miners heading to the Sierra Nevada foothills. Sutter's Fort, once the center of the community, was quickly overshadowed by the burgeoning town of Sacramento. Entrepreneurs, merchants, and adventurers transformed the area into a thriving commercial center, providing goods and services to the miners. By 1850, Sacramento had a population of around 10,000 people, and in that same year, it was incorporated as a city. Sacramento became the first incorporated city in California, an indication of its rapid development and significance. In its early years, Sacramento faced natural disasters such as floods, fires, and outbreaks of disease. The city's location on a floodplain made it particularly vulnerable, and residents struggled to keep the rising waters of the Sacramento River at bay. Sacramento continued to grow and solidify its role in the region. Its importance as a commercial center and transportation hub only increased with the construction of the Central Pacific Railroad in the 1860s. The Transcontinental Railroad, completed in 1869, connected Sacramento with the rest of the country, transforming it into a major transportation and trading hub. The Central Pacific's headquarters were based in Sacramento, further cementing the city's place in American industrial and commercial development. In 1854, Sacramento was named the permanent state capital of California. Although it had been briefly designated the state capital earlier, political maneuvering and competition from other cities, such as Benicia and Vallejo, had kept the matter unsettled. The construction of the California State Capitol building, which began in 1860 and was completed in 1874, solidified Sacramento's status as the political center of the state. As Sacramento transitioned from a rough-and-tumble gold rush town into a more structured and stable city, it began to develop the infrastructure necessary for its continued growth. The construction of levees and canals helped mitigate the threat of flooding, and a modern water system was established to improve sanitation and combat disease outbreaks. By the late 19th century, Sacramento had emerged as a well-established urban center, known for its role in state government, trade, and agriculture. Agriculture played a pivotal role in Sacramento's post-gold rush economy. As mining activities declined, many of the early settlers turned to farming, taking advantage of the fertile soil of the Sacramento Valley. The region became a center for wheat production, and by the late 19th century, Sacramento was a leading agricultural hub in California. The development of irrigation systems and agricultural machinery further bolstered the valley's productivity, making it one of the most important agricultural regions in the world. The 20th century saw Sacramento continue to grow and evolve. Its population expanded steadily, particularly during the periods of World War I and World War II, when the city became a major center for military production. During World War II, the establishment of the Sacramento Army Depot and the expansion of the nearby McClellan Air Force Base contributed to the city's economic growth. The post-war period saw the rise of suburban development as families moved to the area for the jobs and opportunities. As the capital of California, Sacramento has played a crucial role in the state's political and cultural life. The state government is a major employer, and the city's political significance has attracted a wide range of professionals. Sacramento has also been at the forefront of political movements, from labor strikes in the early 20th century to the civil rights struggles of the 60s and 70s. In recent decades, the city has experienced revitalization efforts aimed at transforming its downtown area, with the development of new businesses, housing, and cultural institutions. In the 2000s, the construction of the Golden One Center, home to the NBA's Sacramento Kings, symbolized the city's commitment to modernizing its infrastructure and providing new cultural amenities for residents. Today, Sacramento is a thriving economic and cultural center. Its history, from its indigenous roots to its role in the gold rush, the development of the Transcontinental Railroad, and its position as a modern city, is a testament to its resilience and adaptability. The city continues to be shaped by its rich past while embracing the challenges and opportunities of the future. Thank you for listening to another episode of Loopholery, your go-to podcast channel for quick, witty, and insightful takes on random topics, all in 8 minutes or less. Whether we're diving into quirky facts, exploring weird loopholes, or just pondering life's strange questions, we keep it short, fun, and engaging. Perfect for curious minds on the go. Like or subscribe, and get your fix of unpredictable knowledge bites.